You are listening to the On the Blue Line podcast, covering the National Hockey League and more hockey news. Here are your hosts now, Phil Bernardi and Chad Van Doorzen. Hi and hello, fans. This is the On the Blue Line Hockey podcast. I'm your host, Phil Bernardi, and for my co-host,
Chad Van Doorzen,
we'd like to bring you a nice special edition. This is the preview of the Stanley Cup Finals. I mean, this is for all the marbles. We're down to two teams, Chad. Who are they?
Nashville Predators and Pittsburgh Penguins.
Oh man, and they're starting off in Pittsburgh. That's rough for Nashville. For the road team, you got to take one at home, or you got to take one on the road at least. Because if they're down 2-0 in their own building, all the pressure's on them for Game 3, and they could just be flat out of luck.
Yeah, I mean, Nashville has been resilient though. At the same time, yeah, I would definitely either game you got to pick one, and heading into home, you want to get one at least. Yeah,
you want to be top. You want to be 1-1 or even 2-0.
Yeah,
coming home.
Yeah, because I mean the momentum's there. It's hard to just take one game at a time in the Stanley Cup.
So we were crunching some numbers, before we decided to actually hit the mic, and goals for Pittsburgh this playoffs, they're 58 goals for and 44 against. Well, Nashville is a paltry 47 goals, for and 29 goals against. I mean, talk about just like holding the fort down. Pecorine has got to have the series of his life.
No doubt. I mean, that and their defensive core really helps him out.
Yeah, and Yossi's speed, PK's speed. I mean, Ellis's speed and his grit.
Yeah. For
a little guy like you and me, he's like as tall as you and me.
Yeah. Then on the other side,
his beard just makes him look bigger.
Yeah, it makes him playoff bound, man. I mean, he's a real tough guy, and with that right shot on the right side, it's an accurate shot, and he's a fun defenseman to watch.
Well, see, that's why they always say you need to have a right-handed defenseman.
Yeah. If you were to go to another team, you'd be number one, no doubt. But that's how good this defensive core is.
I'd see him more as a number two, but that's another story for another time.
I meant number one top line.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, you're definitely right with number two. Ekholm is another name.
Yes. This has been his coming out party this year.
Yeah. I mean, Weber also. Going back to Ekholm, yeah, the guy is just making smart plays, doing everything right, being... he's a fourth defenseman, I want to say.
They have switched him around on the top two pairings, yes.
Yeah, but he's like another captain. I mean, they have four captains.
Because they need either him to hold down the fort for Yossi, or no, I think Yossi's with Ellis, so I think that fits more. And I think Ekholm fits PK.
Yeah,
perfectly.
It fluctuates. It goes,
because he holds it back and lets PK just do his thing. But the thing is, he can also keep the puck in the zone, like along the boards.
Oh yeah.
When whoever's trying to chip it out, and Pittsburgh's loves to use the boards. We saw it last night in Game 7.
Yeah.
They had that play along the boards, and then Sheary did that crazy little toe tip to lead up on the 2-on-1.
That was a great play.
Yeah.
He just put it at like a 30-degree angle, with the stick, just tipped it over.
You know who that reminded me of?
Who's that?
He reminded me of you, Chad, because that would look like a straight up roller hockey move.
Oh yeah.
Especially when you play with the ball.
Yeah, I mean, just a simple
get that little angle going, like a little ramp. Oh man.
Yeah,
dude,
man.
That's some craftiness. Reminded me of you, man.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
But, dude, so I just got to say, I think this is going to be crazy. I just want to say that Vegas outright has the Penguins, and of course they do, because of Sidney Crosby. But you know what? It'll happen. I think Nashville can get it done. The numbers, they're there. Like we said, goals for and against, there's a huge difference with Pittsburgh and Nashville considerably, with goals for concerning Pittsburgh and goals against concerning Nashville.
Yeah.
So
Also,
it's going to be the stingiest team against the biggest firepower team. It's going to be a nice Stanley Cup Finals. It could be the first time someone repeats since 97-98 when the Red Wings did it.
yeah. I mean, I know you weren't for it, but at the same time, it wouldn't be so bad, seeing Pittsburgh repeat.
Nah, it really wouldn't be too bad for the sport. And I would like to see Matt Murray get another cup. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I've always liked that kid's story, coming out of nowhere and then being injured in the playoffs and then coming in to relieve Fleury again.
It's another good story. And also, you're a big fan of Mark Cullen. You know how he was.
Yeah, Matt Cullen, dude. Oh, old man Jones on that team, dude. He's a crafty veteran too.
Yeah, I mean, those are those guys that we enjoy on that team. Now Nashville, to see them win it, that would be that would be nice too. I mean, you get to see history.
So how does that make you? Winning. So how does that make you feel as my levels go out? Holy cramoly.
They went out?
Yeah, that was kind of funny. Well, anyways, how does that make you feel as a Hawks fan if Nashville were to win it?
I would say that I like the way that the Hawks have have gone into their off season saying we need to do better, we need to play harder. I think that Nashville wins it. It goes, oh well, these guys are the Stanley Cup champs. Like maybe we weren't that bad; they were just that good. And I wouldn't want the Hawks to go in there and think that way, but it does kind of make you feel better.
I could see it as the Hawks using it as motivation. Here's our division rival that just swept us in the first round. Did something wasn't that the first time in Stanley Cup history something like that was done? The ace seed sweeping the number 1 seed.
Oh wow!
I'm not sure. We'll have to fact check that later on. We usually like to stay on top of our facts, but
it's really hard. We like to just talk about everything.
Yeah, oh yeah. Especially bringing you like kind of closer insights to how the game is from a player perspective, even though we didn't play professionally, but we just want to say that
if we had more money, it could have happened.
No, yeah, yeah, that's another topic, but we want to say that we welcome our sponsor from the state of hockey. The state of hockey is Minnesota due to the numerous amateur and collegiate hockey teams, as well as the Minnesota Wild, who have a big off-season coming up ahead. Also, we're on jedcastradio.com, WJOB 1230 AM, 104.7 FM.
YouTube.
Yes, we got a YouTube channel, Facebook page. We're at Blueline Podcast on Twitter, and you can also find us at WJOB 1230.com. I gotta say, man, that this could be a really crazy series.
I think so too, Phil. I mean, the speed is going to be there, that's for sure. I mean,
both teams got it.
Both teams have it.
And, for a Western Conference team to finally have the speed of an Eastern Conference team.
Yeah, last year I wasn't there with the Sharks in Pittsburgh.
No, because they had a bunch of old man Joneses.
Yeah.
Thornton and Marlowe.
Joe Pavelski, who's not up there, but he's one of those guys.
Yeah, he wasn't the best of skaters to begin with, but that's why he stood in front of the net. So I gotta say, man, could you see this going 7 games?
Yeah.
I mean,
6-7
easily.
It's tough to tell because we never really seen these two teams in the regular season. We haven't seen them, in the. Really
obviously in the postseason.
Yeah, obviously in the postseason. Yeah, and I mean, let's put it this way: a beaten up core in Pittsburgh. Now everyone's beaten up, but Pittsburgh takes the cake with this one. Nashville's core is definitely good. Their offense has gotten so much better. I could see them. Their speed.
I totally agree with you, man.
It's up and down. I'm excited for it though.
What do you think about the real deal James Neal facing off against his former team?
I was just thinking that like 5 minutes ago. Yeah, it's definitely going to be like, I mean, did he ever play in a Stanley Cup with Pittsburgh?
I don't remember, but you know what?
I think he did.
Speaking of people not playing in the Stanley Cup, what about Mike Fisher and Ryan Johansson?
I thought Mike Fisher did with Ottawa.
Well, no, I mean this series.
Oh yeah.
Fisher, we still know he might be able to play, but Johansson had to have that emergency surgery on his thigh.
Yeah.
Which makes me wonder if he had a blood clot in like an artery or something.
They said it
This
wasn't
is just
that
all
serious.
speculation,
Yeah,
folks. This is all speculation,
It's just
folks.
the top of our heads. But what if? And if not, he's going to need surgery, so he's going to be out for the Stanley Cup.
I mean, he
right?
already had surgery. He had it the day after.
Huh?
The day after the Ducks game.
That's stuff that we never find out about. Wait, so is he going to be out for the Stanley Cup? Or
Yeah, he's out.
Oh, boy. Yeah,
That's why I got to say they need Mike Fisher back because that's another centerman. That's a vet.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even having him in the locker room would be awesome. I think having, it's crazy. These 2 leg injuries now for Nashville. First, it's Kevin Fiala. I forget his first name. I apologize.
No, Kevin Fiala.
Kevin Fiala, okay. And then now Ryan Johansson. It's going to be tough for Nashville. But I think, you know what? I think they're going to give Pittsburgh a run for their money, even though Pittsburgh's got the greatest player in the game. Crosby, Pierre Maguire's favorite.
Oh, yeah.
NBC's favorite. But we got to figure out that, Pittsburgh, they could do it for reals.
I agree. I'm on that ledge where it's like, as we keep on talking about it, I really think Pittsburgh's going to do it. I want Nashville to do it, but, I mean, that's...
So kind of like you and me with Game 7 last night. You were like, I kind of feel like Ottawa might do it, even though I'm rooting for Pittsburgh.
Exactly.
And I was like, I'm the opposite.
Yeah, we definitely... I remember we texted it to each other last night. And,
the hockey guru, no offense to anyone out there.
Yeah.
That being me. I'm no Don Cherry, but I definitely can't predicted that outcome, man.
Yeah. I mean,
I remember finding out in the middle of the second period of my men's league game, good old Vince comes over. Bleeping, Ottawa just bleeping, lost. So, yeah, man, it's just how in tune everybody is to the playoffs. I mean, even WJOB, our parent station, was covering, or had the feed going of Westwood 1.
Which is really cool. I like that.
Yeah, that's some class right there. We got to thank WJOB 12:30 a.m. for showing a little awesomeness out there.
Thank you.
Besides picking us up. But man, I got to say I think Pittsburgh's forwards have the edge.
Definitely.
I think Pittsburgh's D doesn't have the edge. And I don't think their goalie has the edge, even though he's been there, done that. Pekarine's got that experience, man. He's the wily vet, and he's a Finn, man. You never know what those goalies are gonna do.
Yeah, I mean,
he's made some crazy unorthodox saves this postseason.
Yeah, and he's number 1 in every single goalie category for the postseason.
And as a fellow VH skate user, I got to root for him. For sure. Well, actually, it's hard because Murray uses them too.
Oh man!
So now it's good for the company, but man, I got to root for my guy because he has my little black tuxedo skates.
Again, man, after another back and forth conversation, we're back to where we were again, Nashville or Pittsburgh. We just don't know because I like both teams personally.
Dude, and that's just I mean, it's going to be really tough. I definitely, 6 games, I for sure think. I think Pittsburgh could repeat, But I'm hoping Nashville brings it home for the first time in their franchise history. I think that would be so awesome.
Yeah, one advantage, like you were saying about home and away, they have that what is it, the seventh guy in their crowd, and man, that crowd is lit. Like Pittsburgh's rowdy.
Oh,
Nashville
man.
definitely has picked it up this postseason with their crowd.
They were crazy the past couple years, but this year they have gone berserko.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that place is, you hear it through the TV, it's loud.
You know what? It reminds me of the Madhouse on Madison back in the day, when the Hawks were winning cups.
Chicago Stadium.
Like the 2010, 2011, those 2013 seasons, 2015, when it got really raucous. I mean, it's like that.
Man.
It's basically 2013 for Nashville.
Yeah, like I said, they have everything connecting. Pittsburgh's got the flaws, but the fact that,
But
say
Pittsburgh's
resilience.
still firing on all cylinders, and now they're coming off a Game 7 double OT victory thriller.
Yeah.
I mean, they got some momentum of their own, and, Nashville's been resting up. So, we think, well, I shouldn't speak for you, but I think that Mike Fisher could be back Game 2.
If he does, these face-off numbers that we're looking at.
If Game 1 goes crazy, haywire face-off wise for Nashville, Laviolette is gonna see if his guy is ready and wants to play. And as a good Canadian lad that he is, as Don Cherry would say, got to give the man props. It's just gonna happen.
Yeah,
he's gonna force himself into the lineup. It's not like it's a concussion. I think it's like a leg issue or an arm issue.
Yeah, either way, both these teams pride on their face-off winnings. Somebody cutting the grass right now?
Yeah, I hear a leaf blower or something.
Oh man.
Well, folks, that's just we have to deal with here in the Chicagoland area. I mean, we just got to do what we do to bring you guys the podcast here at On the Blue Line.
Yeah.
And do you have any other cappers?
Chris Kunitz was a big reason. So when talking about Pittsburgh's firepower, we're going back and we're saying Chris Kunitz has Chris Kunitz, I didn't even know. I knew he had a good shot, but this guy, definitely has picked up his game. But you don't know who's gonna do it. With Nashville, they have their top 6 guys. You have 7, 8 with.
Look at Pontus Aberg last game.
That guy is definitely.
He scored the goal after doing a face plant.
Cody Sissons too.
And even Cody McLeod, for being a tough guy, I think he's going to be a healthy scratch. Nashville's going to need all the speed they can get, but they got that guy. He's got that grit. You can't replace grit. That's the thing.
Yeah,
everybody has it, but he's got like that extra gear,
Oh yeah.
Well, that's actually the end of what I had to talk about, today for the Stanley Cup playoff preview. Do you got anything else, Chad?
I wish there was more to say. I'm sure we'll come up with something that won't be on this podcast. But
yeah, you guys can just check out our Facebook page. We'll be writing little tidbits here and there.
Yeah, it'd be helpful. We just get some more feedback, more comments, and we could talk more, or know what to put on our future podcasts.
And thanks to all the listeners and subscribers out there that
thank you.
Consider. That leaf blower just picked up. Pardon me, folks.
That guy tuned it up a notch, turned it off. And
yeah, he put it from 2 to 3. But I gotta say, thank you to all our subscribers and the people that love to listen to our podcast, because we love to cover the NHL and bring you the ins and outs of the game. We're gonna obviously keep doing this during the postseason.
During the Stanley Cup Finals.
And obviously during the finals. We might even do a live broadcast one night.
Dude, we gotta do that.
You're down? Okay, we'll plan it out. We gotta talk to our producer about that later on.
Oh.
But we can figure it out. We can hammer out the details with the producer.
Hey, Phil, I think we should do it.
I still got to talk to the producer. But anyways, folks, thanks again for, always liking our content, and please always click subscribe. I mean, the more the merrier, and we love to bring you constant coverage during the season and in the off season, because anything can happen. Look at last year with the Weber and PK Subban trade.
Blockbuster for sure, and it's worked out for both teams.
Yeah, and that's the thing, we're gonna be tracking that and helping you guys out. So I just gotta say, for myself, Phil Bernardi here at On the Blue Line, and my co-host
Chad Van Dersen,
we'd just like to say thank you and have a hearty weekend, and look forward to these playoffs and Stanley Cup Finals on Monday. Oh man, I'm jacked up, Chad.
Oh, I'm so jacked up, man.
It's like taking that pre-workout, eh?
Oh yeah, that stuff works.
Well, thanks again, ladies and gentlemen. This was the On the Blue Line podcast. We love bringing you guys the coverage, and keep tuning in, because we'll keep bringing you the coverage.